Now this story takes place in 2005. And it was the first time that I'd ever attempted stand-up comedy. And it was at the Yuck Yucks Comedy Club in Edmonton. And I was sitting at a table by myself, shaking like a leaf with nerves, thinking, I can't believe I'm about to go up on that stage and potentially make a fool of myself in front of all these people. You know, what madness brought me to this moment? And as all this was going on, I noticed out of the corner of my eye somebody approaching my table. And I looked up, and I was shocked to discover it was none other than John Wing, at the time Canada's top domestic comedian. You see this guy on TV 2 or 3 nights a week. And John sits down next to me, and he says, this is your first time doing stand-up, isn't it? And me, still shaking like a leaf, I say, is that obvious? And he goes, oh yeah. Your face is white as a sheet and your whole table is shaking. Now how about I take you through some breathing and visualization exercises to see if we can bring down some of that nervous energy. How would that be? And I thought, wow, what a kind offer. I mean, this guy's the man, and I'm nobody. So of course I accept. I said, John, please, by all means. And he took me through a few minutes of this. He got me to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, flex every muscle in my body, and then breathe out for 4. Then he got me to close my eyes, and he said, Al, I want you to visualize the audience laughing to every joke and giving you a wonderful applause as you come off stage. And after a few minutes of this, he turned to me and he said, how are you feeling now? And I go, wow, John, you really helped me a lot. Thank you so much. And he goes, hey, no problem, Al. Listen, you've practiced. You're ready. You're going to do great up there. I got a good feeling about you, man, and I'm never wrong about that. And he stood up and he disappeared. And what he had done had really helped to bring my nerves down. Until it was my turn to go up on stage, and the nerves returned with a vengeance. And the MC walks up and he grabs the microphone and he says, all right, Edmonton Yuck Yucks, we got a special treat for you this evening. We got a comedy first-timer, a comedy virgin. So let's give a warm Edmonton Yuck Yucks welcome for a very funny man. He was lying, he'd never seen my act. A very funny man, Alan Moore. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. And I stood up at the back of the room and my legs went to jelly. And I actually had to brace myself. And I started hyperventilating. And I start walking towards the stage like a 2 a.m. drunk. And I pass 2 tables of comedians and they're cheering me on. They're like, yeah, man, you got this. I'm like, yeah, thanks. And what I got to do is I got to go down 2 steps. There's a wall, and I got to turn right to go to the stage. And as I'm walking towards these steps, I look up. And right at eye level, there's a great big illuminated exit sign. Oh, you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. And underneath it, a big fat green arrow pointing the opposite direction of the stage. I thought, oh, this is a sign. I mean, it quite literally was a sign. Captain Obvious over here. This is a sign. No, this is an omen. This is the universe telling me that what I'm suffering through right now is too much for one person to bear. Obviously, I'm not meant to speak in public. Message received. And in that moment, I decided I'm going to go down those 2 steps. I'm going to turn left. I'm going to go out the door. I'll be in my car within 45 seconds. I'm driving to Dairy Queen. I'm going to get a delicious Oreo Blizzard. Right? Rarely does the universe offer you such easy decisions. I mean, on the one hand, I can go up on that stage and potentially make a fool of myself in front of 300 people, or I can eat a delicious Oreo Blizzard. Pfft, too easy. I walked down those 2 steps. I didn't even look at the stage, and I start heading down the long, dark hallway towards the exit. And as I'm walking, I notice there's somebody standing in front of the door. I take a few more steps, and I discover it's none other than John Wing, blocking the exit like a nightclub bouncer. Big shit-eating grin on his face. He says, hey, Al, the stage is that way, big guy. Yeah. And I froze. I didn't know what to do. And I swear to God, for a moment, I actually thought about grabbing John, throwing him out of the way, and going out the door. But as all this was going on, John took a step towards me, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, you'd always regret it. Now you're practiced, you're ready. Now get up on that stage and kill it. I got a good feeling about you, man, and I'm never wrong about that. And just then, all that nervous energy that was occupying every cell in my body was instantly purged, and it was replaced with a feeling of confidence. And I turned to John, I simply nodded. I walked up on that stage, I grabbed the microphone, and I delivered my act exactly how I had practiced it over and over and over again. And they laughed at every joke, and they gave me a wonderful applause when I came off stage. Unforgettable. Now I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if John Wing hadn't blocked that exit that day, I wouldn't be standing in front of you right here. Because I forever would have associated public speaking with pain. And I don't like pain. So, my call to action for each and every one of you in 2025 is to stage a mentorship intervention. Whether it be in your workplace, in your community, or in your home, I want each and every one of you to reach down and pick somebody up. Be somebody's John Wing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.